the truth, which is that our beloved Prophet Muhammad was a human rights activist. He was a feminist in his own right, uplifted the women in his community.
I'd like to know the panel's response to when they get asked, when they get told, particularly by other women. I know you're gonna know this one. Islam is the feminist movement. So I thought that would be nice.
That is just what we discussed before. Yeah. So Yasmin Al-Majid, who said Islam is a feminist religion.
Excuse me, Islam to me is the most feminist religion, right? We got equal rights well before the Europeans. We don't take our husbands' last names because we ain't their property.
So many people are unaware of how feminist Islam really is.
You just said that Islam is really feminist. Which to me, I'm just like, wait, what?
Yeah.
What? Because everything that I hear about Islam is that it is quite oppressive.
It has much less to do with the geography and more so to do with the principles of the religion itself.
Okay.
And what's interesting and what not many people know is that Islam literally founded the principles of gender equality that we call feminism today.
Islam literally founded the principles of gender equality that we call feminism today.
He was a feminist in his own right, uplifted the women in his community.
And I was interviewed on it from one of the social media, mainstream media, by news.com. What is feminism? Does she know what feminism is? Does she know what feminism stands for? Feminism is equal rights. How does Islam have any equal rights when the scripture says that women are half of men in testimony? When it comes to inheritance, you get half of what your brother should get, and that women are
because of the assumption that you're married, so you'll have some of your husband's
money. and that women are incapable, like in testimony, women are incapable of making those decisions because they go through menstruation, or the other mental gymnastics is they haven't been exposed to the outside world, they don't work, so their exposure limits them to make any testimony in court, or they're deficient in their faith. It was a sermon by Imam Ali. It's a Shia, if you're familiar with the Shia faith, it was Sermon 80 when he said that women are deficient in their faith. And it's something that we mentioned when Amin and I did a podcast on the role of women. So it is not a feminist religion. It's either that she doesn't know, or the person who claims to say that it's a feminist religion does not know what feminism is. How is hijab?
A certain type of feminist.
Exactly.
So Yasmin Abdul-Majid ascribes to what is called choice feminism. And what they talk about there is the freedom of choice is in itself feminism. So Miley Cyrus ascribes to the same brand of feminism. It is my choice to wear this style of clothing in these public spaces. So she says that's not me giving in to long internalized standards of misogyny. Both are opposite ends of the same spectrum. Yasmin Abdul-Majid, Miley Cyrus, choice feminists.
I've come across that one many times in my life. Islam is the most feminist religion on earth. Islam gave women rights before everybody else. Islam puts women on a pedestal. I don't want to be on a fucking pedestal. I don't. Please don't put me on a pedestal. That's too much responsibility. Muhammad, the man that every Muslim holds dear to the heart, you defame him, they will kill you. He has said that most of the inhabitants of hellfire are women. Now, if Islam is feminist and all about equal rights, why isn't it 50-50?
Why isn't it 50-50 in the scripture? So Surah Nisa, which is the surah that has the verse that you can, if you suspect your wife of misdemeanor or misbehavior, you can do step A, which I admonish. Step B, send her to bed apart. Step C, hit her, but in the fine print with a stick no bigger than a twig. There's no equal and opposite for men. There's no, if you suspect your husband of misdemeanor, smack him around a bit. There's no equal and opposite. So I'd be even okay with that verse, though I'm not for corporal punishment, if there is an equal and opposite, and there is not.
I'm just going to slide in.
Against Sharia, which is then a clash of clash of Western civilization in the West.
Just one sec. I'm just going to slide in the hijab that we were trying not to talk about it, but the hijab, as people think it's a feminist symbol, and I said this in GM Skeptic's video, the choice to make a decision of what you can wear, yes, that is liberating. But the symbol itself, what it represents, it's not. If you look at history, how hijab was introduced, regardless of head veilings existing pre-Islamic era, it was introduced to segregate Muslim women from slave women, where slave women were punished or were not allowed to wear hijab. And that was for women to be recognized that these are our properties, and these are women that are covered, and they're going to wear hijab. And if that is feminism to you, I don't think, like, not to you, but if that is feminism to anyone, I don't think they know what feminism means. If you are conforming to that idea that hijab is in any form or in any way liberating, it is not. Ask women who wear it, ask women why they wear it, and ask women about what they think, the ones that wear it, ask women what they think about those who do not wear it and their choice in clothing.
It's about choice. Choice is not black and white. It's not as simple as I choose this and therefore this is freedom. Choice is nuanced and it has context. Your choice will be shaped by a millennia of internalized misogyny, whether you wear a bikini or whether you wear a hijab. So either way, it's influenced by misogyny. The question is examining that choice and not just embracing it because somebody's calling it feminist.